everything about this, the arbiter of cool in the big town, Bobby Mackey himself, and his own one-man electrical band, Mike Carr. Welcome, both of you guys.
Thanks for having us on.
Glad to have you.
Much. Great to be here.
And I had to make a mention of this when we first got started. I was kidding around and I said, Bobby Mackey's going to be here, and I don't really know why, but when he calls up and says, I'm going to be on your radio station, you say, yes, sir, what time would you like to be here? And now, obviously, I know why, and we've talked numerous times. We've had the opportunity to talk about, the club and the history and the hauntings and the this and that and your views on all of it. But watching this kind of splinter out, and now with Mike and your guys' relationship and having done the song together and everything else and throwing these parties, it seems like you have reset. There is like this new bar of cool that has been set by you guys. I think the club, and you personally have become like, again, one of these guys everybody looks at and goes, that's just what cool is. And I think Mike's been a big part of that, and RJ and all the different people that have been involved in and it's weird to use like maybe the word resurrection because you were never gone. But it's like, and that front of mind awareness for Bobby Mackey's and everything that you're doing. And I think this is a really cool manifestation of this. And this is the second time you've done it. But Sunday night, tell me a little bit about what's going on. The big Wake the Dead Rockin' the Country party.
It's always been about the music for me. The ghost is a secondary thing. I still don't believe any of that. A lot of people do. I'm in the minority. I'm in the minority. I know that, but I just can't make myself believe in it. But anyway, the old Meb, Mike Carr, and I decided we would maybe try to do something together, like reminiscent of like Hank Jr. and Kid Rock.
Sure, right.
So putting our styles together, and we had that line. He had that line: the rock and roll rebel and the country man. Put our styles together, and it got out of hand. Well, from there, we fought and argued a little bit about the direction we wanted to make it go, but finally we cut the path and made it go. And I'm really excited about it. It's a whole new concept, and he plays great rock guitar. And I even tell him in the record, just hold it back a little. He's killing me.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting. You said you had a little, maybe a little bit of a creative issue, and you argued back and forth. But it's good to see Bobby won, because Mike is here and he's wearing overalls and a red and white checkered T-shirt and has his hair in pigtails. So he's got the good old country girl vibe going. I think that's nice, Mike. I think it's a different look than last time I saw you. The Daisy Duke. Yeah, Daisy Duke overalls I'm not used to seeing, but
I think those are homemade.
Yeah, I think he might have made those. No, but I mean, and it's so funny because you're like, oh yeah, we got the song done and we'll play it here for you in a little bit, but you're like, yeah, my subpar guitar playing. I'm like, oh, quit being so much, because you teach. I mean, it's you're not just the guy who's just out there, just the one man electrical band. I know you take kids in and go, we're gonna make you a rock star. I'm not just gonna teach you guitar. I'm gonna turn you into a rock star. And that's what's so different, I think, about what you do versus just regular guitar lessons. I think I told you the first time we met, I took guitar lessons. My teacher told my parents to make me quit. That was so bad. They did. He said, you are wasting your money. His fingers aren't big enough to get around the neck, and he doesn't seem to want to do, what do they call that, practice. Yeah, so
the parents wanted it more than he did.
Yeah, it was just one of those deals. They wanted me to learn, and he told him, you're wasting your money with me. But what you do, and I know a couple of the kids that you've worked with, I think it's been great that you turn these kids into rock stars.
Well, thank you. And look at my fingers. You can play guitar.
Yeah, I was just sitting there going, man, your fingers are shorter than mine. How the hell do you do that?
They've been dubbed Vienna sausages of fire. But they work.
Wow. You know what? Then there's 11 of those. Anyway, easy. I apologize. I shouldn't have done that. No, but I mean, you wail. I mean, when you play, you're wailing, and is it? I guess I don't understand how. Was it just because I didn't have the desire, I didn't have the drive, or
part of it's having the right teacher. I mean, when you look at kids that study classical music, they have a band to perform in. When you have kids that are playing guitar, drums, or bass, unless they get together and play in a band, they have no outlet for it. So that's what I do with the kids, is I give them an outlet to perform, and it motivates them because, I'm going to have to play this in front of people.
Yeah.
So
and there's other people depending upon me to pull it off because they're backing me up right now, and this is my chance to get out and do that. Yeah,
absolutely.
I've heard great things about the performances. You get together at different clubs here and there, and the kids get to feel what it's like to be on stage and have the full performance experience, and I think that's really cool. And to see you guys bring this together for the party, I mean, talk a little bit about what the party itself is on Sunday, and then just to go from to make this even more of a Twilight episode, I turned around and David Fulcher walked in. So we're going to figure out how this all ties together. I haven't seen you forever, Hoss. How you been? You good? So and then we're going to get to how all that ties in. But talk about the party on Sunday at Bobby's.
This is always a fun time of year, and we started this last year. We came up with the idea to be open on Halloween and call it a Wake the Dead concert. Sure. And so last year turned out to be great. So we're looking forward to another big night this year, and of course I'll show up for a little while and we'll sing our Rock in the Country song. We do it on the Saturday night and really rock the place.
Really?
The dance floor just couldn't hold nobody else.
Oh, that's great. Well, I see the word mischief in the middle of the description, and I think that probably is a good way to sum the whole thing up. I think that's a lot of fun. And Mike, from your aspect, from a one-man electrical band, I mean, when you come out, are you kind of the unofficial host? I mean, I know it's Bobby's place, but are you hosting? How do you take control of this thing?
Well, as Bobby says, he puts the traditional country music at his club, and then I throw it all out the window the night before. And it's really, I'm taking over to play my Ozzy and Guns N' Roses and all the evil music I do to make the ghosts mad. So when Dan does his investigation afterwards, it's all stirred up and wild and crazy.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Now, and this I would. This sort of occurred to me last year, and you would be a good person to comment on this, as a matter of fact. Ozzy Osbourne, and now you've seen the car commercial where there's the family and they're going, dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Now, does that break your heart as badly as it does mine that he's become so mainstream? Last year, he was a Halloween costume in a third grade class. He used to be the bane of every parent's existence, was Ozzy Osbourne, and now he's a third grade Halloween costume. Is that a problem for you like it is for me?
It is. When I grew up, that was so edgy, and that was what every parent didn't want their kid to be.
Right.
And now he's just a fixture on the wall. So
he's become almost the music still holds up, but he himself is almost. Sharon's kind of allowed him to become a bit of a cartoon of himself, and
he is. He's a caricature.
Yeah, a caricature of who he's.
You can catch him on her show today.
Yeah, see, and there's witness to wit.
So then, Better Homes and Gardens before we know it.
Yeah, he'll probably be part of the garden before we know it. Actually, now let's talk a little bit too about the investigation, and then how we and David's foundation and how that all ties in, because it's just a big night. One thing just sort of leads into another. The party just continues to stretch and become, and there is a late night investigation involved in this. And how do you get involved in all of that?
You want to take that on, Dan?
Huh? We have tickets available at www.hauntedcincinnatitours.com. We provide all the ghost hunting equipment you need. You come spend the night in the most haunted nightclub in America.
Yeah, and good luck with that, by the way. I've done that once, and I was just there messing with somebody who didn't know I was there messing with them, and it scared me to death. I mean, the reason we kept running around in our sock feet fooling with this guy, with Bob, was because if we stayed still for even a split second, I'd have probably had to be taken out of there in a straitjacket.
It's a place like none other. I believe if you took the ghost away and didn't even mention anything about a ghost, I think the people would want to go to the basement just as much, just to see from the old gambling casino days and everything, just to see what it looks like, and it. You could think that there was a ghost there, even if nobody ever brought it up before. It's just one of those eerie places that you just don't want to be in by yourself.
And in spite of the fact that he's a non-believer, that voice you hear is Bobby Mackey himself. He's the only guy who doesn't believe this, and I think it's a brilliant strategy, my man. Now, David Fulcher, and this is how we just kind of wrap this all up. This is an opportunity. It's good. First of all, good to see you, man. I probably haven't seen you in 10 years. And actually, I think last time I ran into you, I think we were in the same restaurant. And he was on the way out, and I was on the way in. I'm like, do you guys have any food left? Because you see I'm coming in, right? And he's walking out, I'm going in.
And I'm a light eater, too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So they're like, I saw these people going, oh, man, stretch. And then they saw me coming in and go, oh, no. So, but to talk a little bit about how this ties into you and the foundation and what's going on, too. I mean, it's a big party for a great cause and a great way to make some big money.
Well, it's funny. I do a lot of things throughout Cincinnati, and 15 years ago, my wife was diagnosed with MS, and what we've done in the last 5 or 6 years is that we've been helping families at Christmas time with. My wife put together a basket full of stuff that we deliver to some of those families that are in need, that have MS, and we're sitting here and we're talking, and I'm listening to my guy here play his one-man band, and as we were talking, and I think the last time I was out, I'm trying to remember, it was a function when I saw you out there, and we start talking about how we can do this and we can make this thing happen. And I'm going to be there, obviously signing some autographs. I've got some pictures and some bobbleheads on myself and all those type of things. And those proceeds from those sales are going to go out and help those people and those families that are in need. So, I mean, for me, this is what I've been doing since I've been in Cincinnati in 1986.
Right.
Signing autographs and helping and trying to raise money for awarenesses of certain causes. Mm-hmm. But this one's special because I'm excited about going into this place.
You've not done this. Is this new for you? This is your first time.
This is the first time going.
Oh man, I'd buy a ticket just to watch that.
I'm excited. My daughter and I and my wife, we sit up and we watch some of these shows. And I kind of sit there and go, "That's not real. I don't believe that."
That's what I say.
Yeah, right.
So
yeah. Well, then, okay,
I'm excited. I'm ready to go in there, man. I'm ready to get it done.
You will believe. Trust me. I've been down there. I've been down in the hell hole, and
I've heard about
there, and it will wreck you.
I think my wife says she wants to come, but I could see her feet not moving.
Yeah.
So she might not come.
Frozen in place.
She's going to come. Yeah. I'm going to get her out there, but I'm excited about getting there.
Well, and you know what? It's a great opportunity. It's Sunday night, 7 o'clock until 11 o'clock, and then the Cincinnati Haunted Tour starts approximately what time? Just shortly after everything clears out.
About 11:30, we'll kick everybody out, and everyone stays behind. We'll start about 11:30. We'll go all night till dawn.
All right, and the way to get tickets, if you want to get them in advance,
HauntedCincinnatiTours.com.
Okay, now can you get through there? Can you get admission to the party and the whole thing, or is that just for the tour? I want to make sure
for the overnight investigation.
Oh, just for the overnight. Okay, and is there a limit on the number of people that you can do? So if first come, first serve, or
there is. We have a handful left at this point, so not many.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, on the night before Halloween, if there was ever a time to be in and run like a screaming little baby out of Bobby Mackey's, this would be the night. And you're going to get a chance to rock this place. Big Mac himself, I see. I love that. Is that a new nickname, or is that one you've always had, the Big Mac?
Off and on.
Yeah. Off and on, yeah. He's so modest. I love it. It's just such a modest man and the arbiter of cool in the tri-state. Mike, anything else you want to add that people need to know about before we wrap it up? Because I want to play the song you guys did together. I think it's cool that you worked on it together, and I want to play that and let people get a chance to hear it.
We never did. I'm sorry, excuse me but we never did find our sign either. We tried.
Oh, I meant to ask you about that too. Nothing.
Never did.
But somebody recreated it for you, didn't they?
We took it from a picture and recreated it and made it over, but nobody ever come forward. So.
Well, let me tell you, whoever took it,
yeah,
they're going to be down in the hellhole themselves. I'm telling you right now. I've already deemed it thus. So, what do you say, Mike? What's the final word on the party on Sunday night?
Just everybody come down, have a good time. Let's support a good cause with David, and
costumes encouraged.
Sure.
Yeah.
We like girls in costumes.
Yeah, guys, you can just, you know what, guys, why don't you just come as the Invisible Man and bring your hot girlfriends? How about that, right?
Nice.
Good.
Right on. All right, so that's the deal. We'll put the link up on the Facebook page and purerock96.com so you can check it out, find out more about the Wake the Dead 2. Rockin' the Country, Bobby Mackey's and the OMEB, the one-man electrical band, all of it with the after-party ghost tour with Cincinnati Haunted Tours, and a chance to raise some money and help David Fulcher, the David Fulcher Foundation, raise money for MS research. All of it, all one big night, Sunday night, Bobby Mackey's. Let's take a look at traffic and weather, and then we'll roll this tune that you guys did together. I'm anxious to hear the final product. It's the first time I've had a chance to hear it myself. It's the Wake the Dead 2 party at Bobby Mackey's Music World, Wilder, Kentucky. $5 gets you in on Sunday night, and then who knows what the hell's going to happen. It might be $20 to get out. If I was you, that's what I'd do. No, David, and you know what? I didn't get a chance to say so, but you hit the nail on the head just a minute ago. Since you've been in this town, your name is synonymous with good work in this town, and it's nice to meet guys that really do take care of their own when they're in a place. And so, for those who haven't had a chance to say thank you to you, thank you to you.
No, it's all good, man. I just enjoy what I do, and I made Cincinnati my home, coming from California by way of Arizona State, and I'm happy to be here. I'm also I coach high school football at Cincinnati Christian High School, and shout out to all the folks at Cincinnati Christian, the kids that should be in class.
Yeah, I got about 6 minutes. I got about six, maybe.
But I just thought I'd let them know that the coach is still working hard.
I'm watching you. He's doing the fingers to the eyeballs thing. He's watching you over the radio. All right. Well, this is the track that kind of got this whole thing. Really, I mean, it really manifested itself, and they had their squabbles, and they had their arguments, and they had their creative control differences, and it all worked out perfectly. It's Bobby Mackey It's Mike Carr, the One Man Electrical Band together. This is Rockin' the Country, and this is the first time I've heard it as well. Looking forward to checking it out. It's 96 Rock.
The rock and roll rebel and the country man put our styles together and it got out of hand. We wrote this song just to rock your world. Now come on, Bobby Mackey, let's give it a whirl. We're rocking the country tonight. We're rocking the country tonight. In Wilder, Kentucky, everything is alright. We're rocking the country tonight. Ghost hunting rockers and it's understood. We're getting wilder and wilder, and wilder is good. We're not paranormal, we're just letting it go. The old map is rocking my country soul. We're rocking the country tonight. We're rocking the country tonight. In Wilder, Kentucky, everything is alright. We're rocking the country tonight. I love to rock. Give me Merle Haggard, give me ZZ Top. I'll keep moaning the blues, I'll keep on waking the dead. I got a tip for your beer, I got some lip for your head. We're rocking the country tonight. We're rocking the country tonight. In Wilder, Kentucky, everything is alright. We're rocking the country tonight. Tonight, we're rocking the country tonight. In Wilder, Kentucky, everything is alright. We're rocking the country tonight. In Wilder, Kentucky, everything is alright. We're rocking the country tonight.
Wilder. That's it right there. That is Bobby Mackey and the One Man Electrical Band, Mike Carr, rocking the country. That's great, you guys. That's a lot of fun. That had to be a lot of fun to do. And I tell you what we're going to do. The whole idea is to get you out to the big party, Wake the Dead, Rock the Country on Sunday night, Bobby Mackey's Music World. How about this? Do you want to be part of the party? It starts at 7 o'clock, rolls till 11. The investigation starts, the overnight with Dan and the guys from Cincinnati Haunted Tours around 11:30. But I'm going to get you into the party right now. I got 4 6-packs. If you want to take some friends out and get into the party, we want to get you hooked up. While you're there, you can meet David Fulcher, get yourself an autograph, and help raise some money for MS Research. It is all good. Thank you guys for coming in. We really appreciate it. And have a great weekend. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Big fun. All right. Let's see. 1, 2. How many did you give me, Mike? How many? Did you give me 5 6-packs? All right. Even better. The more 6-packs, the better. That's going to be on my headstone. You bring it. It's 96 Rock.
Thanks for listening to Cincinnati's Morning Show. 96 Rock.